Oh, we actually. Okay, so we've actually started. I couldn't remember if there was like a countdown or something. Um, so obviously we did not meet the subscriber milestone goal. So, like I said, I reserve the right to tweak the numbers needed moving forward. So we are going to knock the requirement from 50 down to 30. So next the next drawing will be at 70, if I'm remembering correctly from the past drawing. And that might even be a little sooner than it should be, but again, I like nice round divisible by 10 numbers. So that is where we'll put it. Congratulations again. Last week, Angel won the Snap Grip 4 and has confirmed that he has already received that, so that's kind of awesome. Don't really have a lot more else to say. Should have a new review on the channel tomorrow morning. I had hoped I have a couple larger videos than I'm used to posting in the pipeline. I had hoped to get the one that I'm working on done, but it's turning out to be a little more of a task than I had initially anticipated. So I'm going to take one of my sitting around waiting to be edited, but relatively easy to edit raws and turn it into a video. Well, have already started doing so because that's even even where I am in the large video would still be faster to get out the a smaller review. But it's exciting because it's an S25 Ultra review, and I haven't done one of those in a little bit. So anyway, uh, we will check in again next week on Wednesday. This kind of 10 p.m. I know it's a little bit later right now than I had initially planned on getting on, but that is because I forgot how. It was actually very easy to remember after I started to try, but sitting down at 9:59 and expecting to immediately remember how to do something that I'd only done once was folly, which is kind of the story of my life. That's just way overestimating both time and my ability to remember how to my ability to remember how to understand things. Is that correctly? That doesn't matter. I also have, just as a kind of a preview of what we've got coming up, I've got some iPhone 17 Pro Max content coming up. I know some people had asked about that. Um, we've had a little bit of chatter in the comments recently about power banks. So I wound up ordering a bunch of those to see if I could find any that work with the Z Fold 7 kind of independently of what case it is. Because yeah, some cases do play nicer than others, but very few play nicely with power banks. And there are power banks that are oddly shaped. What I'm finding so far is that I am driven to an absolute rage by power banks that say they have Qi 2 charging and then do not. So if you thought I got annoyed at cases that say they're capable of Qi 2 charging and then do not, boy, am I way more annoyed at power banks that say the same. And that's with me having tested them through multiple cases. I guess, yeah, I'll have to go ahead and try them on a bare backed iPhone 17 Pro Max, although figuring out the power that an iPhone is receiving is frustrating because Apple likes to obfuscate everything. Man, live streams are dangerous for me because I will literally just jabber forever. And I mean, I guess I can cut a lot of this out later, but not right away, and not before some people will see it, probably, possibly. Anyway, so yeah, got some S25 Ultra content coming up. Of course, I've got Z Fold 7 content, so much in the pipeline. I've got other MagSafe accessory content coming up, grips, stands. Obviously, I've gone through a bunch of those. You've seen some of them in the giveaway. Wallets. You see all this stuff that I've obviously, you know, reviewed. I'm willing to give it away, but I haven't had the opportunity to get it out there. So I've got like 3 terabytes of raw footage. It's ridiculous. I need to just edit for a while, maybe all the way up until the S26 comes out. Looking forward to that. Anyway, keep looking this way. Someone complimented my setup before, so I like to pretend that I'm a gamer of some sort rig. And we've got monitor and then monitor. So all of that time you see me like look up like that, it's because for some reason I thought it was a good idea to put Streamlabs on the upper monitor, which is great because it made the thumbnail for the first live stream I did, and I haven't changed it because it's hilarious. I think to me it makes I just look like this. Right. This is me unfiltered. Jibber jabber. So anyway, look forward to next week where unless something really ridiculous happens, we'll definitely be giving at least one thing away. And by then I should have 2 new reviews on the channel, because one tomorrow morning and one early next week, or this weekend even. Sunday. We'll shoot for Sunday. All right. Well, this is Steve. This room is not purple still. It is, however, really dark right now as I kind of experiment with how to do lighting in here, because all of my lighting is in the purple room, which is, in case you were curious, not in this house. I actually have space in a family member's house that I do that from because, and I can't remember if I've said this on this channel or not, but if I were to try to do it at my house, I've got 3 little kids. I know I've mentioned that. I've got a 6-year-old and twin fours. Uh, that is a recipe for having broken camera equipment unless I suddenly learned how to pick up after myself, which is unlikely. All right, so Steve from the purple room, but not this room, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't actually know how to end a live stream. How about just like this?